That's like when I got canceled a couple weeks ago.
I had to gastrate.
Somebody put in the group. Say you love when somebody tell you they love you, but you're not ready for it. Say something back. And I put, love that kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I got canceled.
Classy.
Very good. Looking over statistics, our audience, 120 from the United States, 15 from Germany, and 5 from the United Kingdom.
Gotta love those VPNs, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta love those VPNs.
We talk about Paul. We appreciate you. We love you, all of you.
Love all you bots.
We love ologists.
So apparently, we have a majority of other download sources. And then next up is Pandora, interestingly enough, with 32%. The other sources account for 38%. Google Chrome is 14%. Apple Podcasts, 8%. Podbean, 6%. So that's interesting.
So wait, Podbean is the lowest?
Podbean is lowest.
Yeah, nobody actually uses Podbean.
Yeah.
It's Spotify or die.
But we basically using Podbean to get to everywhere else.
Well, we're using it as a host.
Yeah. Okay, so
Like, they're a big host. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, I mean, nobody, like, no, I didn't know about Podbean until we did this thing.
a big bag of seats for I don't know, it looks weird, bro.
We are live, right? I'm just, okay, make sure I'm not the only one who thinks that. All right.
A big bag of seats for me. A big bag of seats for me.
Big bag of seed. Tuesday at midnight.
In what country is it midnight when we in the day?
I don't know, because it's Tuesday, and we very rarely ever actually post on Tuesday.
I know when I used to post like Tuesday night at Wednesday morning at 1
The hot time for podcasts. All right.
Wednesday morning at 1
a.m. in the a.m.
Look for This Won't Last podcast, dropping every Wednesday morning at 1 a.m. Premium spot. We have to contemplate about it.
So this is the pregame meeting, right? Are we live in for the podcast?
For the third time, we're live. We're doing an episode. I don't know. That's why I'm confused what you guys are doing.
All right, so
Wait, there's no intro.
we were contemplating.
We need some intros.
All right, so intros. Welcome to This Won't.
I was doing the DMX.
Well, we gotta hold on.
A big bag of questions for you.
Contemplate.
Contemplation.
Welcome to This Won't Last podcast. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a very nice show for you today. We're doing a little back and forth, a little talk, a little news, a little BS, and then we're going to give ourselves some reviews of the Winter Falcon, Cougar, Thunderbird, and the other one, John Snek versus Big Monke.
The Monke.
So be prepared for that. So to my left here, we've got P. Breezy.
What up?
We got D. Easy to my right. The
Live boy winter. Is it winter still?
for a lot of
Stop being winter a long time ago.
Well, it was cold this morning, bro.
in Texas. Sorry, too soon. And I'm Ryan B. Online.
It was cold this morning.
Indeed. How cold was it?
Little man didn't want to come out. I had to force him.
Is that Zion or Baby?
It was baby.
Woo! I had the Ric Flair.
All right, so start things off. I suppose we're gonna follow this little outline we got here.
Well, D, you want to start us off with some
randoms,
words?
My randoms word of the.
Nope.
Oh no.
Welcome back. I swear, guys, we have pre-meetings. I swear.
That's my best DMX I can do. Is the, there you go. I
mean, you sound like a dog being yoked, not a dog like angry. Do you feel like you're being yoked right now, D?
You know what? This morning from like 6 to about 8, I was just listening to songs that DMX was featured in. Just so when it was before his turn, right before it's his turn, you hit and you get hyped. But we want to give our well wishes, our prayers, our thoughts. No, but we want to give our prayer, thoughts, and prayers, and our well wishes to Earl, DMX. I don't know if y'all know, but I came up on DMX. Like, literally, he was one of the first rap artists I listened to. One of the first. Because it was also like the Hot Boys, Eminem, Like I had all of them. I remember I had a 6 CD changer in my radio, and I think one of them was like 400 degrees. One of them was the Eminem. The other one was the I had R. Kelly. We don't do that no more.
Why? Something happened?
I had the DMX Flesh in My Flesh. Blood My Blood, Blood, Flesh My Flesh. And who else I had in that CD player? It was somebody else. It was probably like an old school dude. Oh, probably Trick. I think I had Trick Daddy in there.
He does love the kids. Not quite as much as R. Kelly does.
But I think it was Thug Holiday. I don't know which album it was. But anyway, so.
It wasn't www.thug.com.
But I remember I had my tape. I had my tape player, my Walkman. And I used to have to walk literally a mile from school. Literally a mile. And because you get the bus at a mile, over a mile, but it was a little under a mile. Like maybe a couple of steps from a mile, so they didn't give us a bus. Collier County. But anyway, so so I used to listen to DMX, and I really was vibing with Earl Simmons. That was my dude, man. And to hear that he's in the vegetative state, it really breaks my heart. And we want to, dedicate this show to Mr. DMX. With me rapping with one of my favorite songs. There was Belinda and Linda, Teresa and Risa, Lina and Elana.
I feel like you named the only names that weren't on the song.
What did you want from a nigga?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
You got all blessing.
Whoa. Let's not go that far now. Let's not go that
Canceled
far.
on the first episode live.
I will just be quiet for a while. So you do what
So
you gotta do.
y'all say y'all good things about DMX that y'all really enjoyed about him.
I mean, it's amazing that he turned it around. I mean, growing up with, he sounds like somebody's stepdad, Earl Simmons. Like that's a hard name. That's a hard name to grow up with.
Go tell Earl I cooked.
They come out the other side with Darkman X, four platinum albums in a row.
2 in 1 year. 2 in 1 year.
I remember in the moment when Grand Champ came out, I was like, this album made nothing. Listen back, I'm like, damn, there's some bangers on that album. Just didn't realize because again, like we're coming from the high of his previous albums. It was a dip, but it was still been a lot of other people who went out. Because I mean, what outside of Drake, who else is doing back to back platinum albums like that?
Him, Drake, and M. Snoop did it.
Yeah, but M's were also a lot further apart. Like he had like 2 or 3 backs, but he did like 2 or 3 like consecutively. Then he did the compilation. He did some weird stuff in the middle there, and then was gone for a bit. But I mean, like Dark doing all that within like a 5-year period, 6 years, maybe because '97 was the first one. And he's doing that while carrying an entire label on his back. And still putting out platinums.
My fathers want to drive up.
Cranking out the hits.
I mean, dude, just again, it's stuff that is somewhat problematic at times in today's current climate.
Problematic. He's the dog.
He is a dog.
Speaking of dogs, that versus between him and Snoop was the greatest, bro. They were just basically rapping each other's songs. It was the greatest, bro.
Because it was 2 guys. Well, Snoop especially had nothing to gain or lose from this. He's like, listen, man. Either way, I'm one of the most. I'm one of like the 100 most known people in the country. I'm rich. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna do my thing.
Yep. And what's crazy is because from my understanding, DMX was doing real good. This was a relapse. Like he was doing, even in the verses, he wasn't drinking, he wasn't smoking, he was really trying. He had a spiritual side to him. I can't get words out today. He had a spiritual side to him. And it's just sad. And then he did an interview. I don't know what radio station he did it with, where he said that basically the first time he did drugs was an old head that put cocaine in his weed and everything, and kind of got him hooked onto drugs that way. And to hear him tell that story, and he was crying as he was telling it. And then you look at things like he did a concert, that concert where you look in the audience, it's like nothing but people.
Yeah.
Far as the eye can see, you see nothing but people. So he had money. and you give a person with a drug addiction that much money, it's amazing he lasts this long.
A lot of money and a lot of free time.
And when you get to that point, you got that level of fame, even the money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People will just give you drugs because if they can be in your limelight and they can be around you when you're having all the success.
I
all the
just
women
smoked with
that are hanging out
DMX.
you, all the exactly. They'll give you the drugs. They don't give a fuck about that. That's more valuable to be with this person. So I mean, like, yeah, it's a very good point. Like, you can't put somebody who has that problem in that situation and not expect it to go poorly. But that's life. That's been the lesson of that for a very long time. He's just the latest to be a victim of it.
Do me a favor. I need y'all to do me one favor, one solid. Put your prayer hands up for DMX in the comment section below to let us know you down with the dog. Throw the prayer hands up. Do it for me, bro. I can't do it. I can do that. I can growl.
Bark, bark.
You don't want to do it too loud.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
That's how Rough Riders roll. Stop. Drop. Shut them down.
Rough Riders, roll out.
Rough Riders, roll out.
Roll out.
I mean, DMX is fucking Optimus cock Diesel Prime. Like,
Yeah. And plus, what was that movie that I really loved? He did with Aaliyah. That was one of my favorite movies. No, not Aaliyah. Oh, the one he did with Steven Seagal. Oh, what was that called?
I ain't that big of a DMX fan. Sorry, man.
Exit Wounds. Exit Wounds was so good. Y'all go check out Exit Wounds. I'm telling you, it's worth it, man. That was pretty good.
While you're at it, go through the entire Steven Seagal catalog.
And go through the entire DMX catalog. Yeah, certainly he's at the time probably one of the more revolutionary artists in that way.
Revolutionary.
Getting into just carrying an entire label on his back.
Oh man.
Doing all this other stuff on the side, all his acting career and things like that, performing hit after hit, not just hit after hit, but hit album after hit album. Yeah, I mean, he paved the way for a lot of today's artists. And I guess maybe he is kind of serving as a warning.
I think one of the reasons why he's not considered the best rapper of all time is because of in hip hop culture, we have this thing where we don't like when people cross over, when they cross over to like have pop albums, you know. And I think he suffered from that because he had a lot of pop songs. You had Drop, Stop, where was it? Then Annie Up, that one right there. I'm trying to think of how the song go. That was like probably one of the biggest pop songs ever. You know what I'm talking about? No, not X Won't Give It To You.
Party Up.
Party Up. Party Up. That was probably one of the biggest. I remember at that time, when you listen to B103.9, all you heard is that or like a Slim Biscuit song.
Slim Biscuit.
I mean, here's the only
Limp Biscuit.
Here's the only thing I'll say is that same anger didn't stick on Snoop too long, because the moment he walked out of Suge Knight's office, he started going pop.
Yeah, true.
Didn't he have a single with Limp Bizkit?
Statistically.
Air raid vehicle version of Rollin'.
Snoop.
Oh, DMX.
Yeah, DMX.
But for a minute there, I remember they you know, most people in hip hop consider Jay-Z be the best rapper of all times. But there was a minute there where he wouldn't battle X. He would not battle X.
I can't think of a time when Jay was the best rapper in New York.
Well, I
He's
mean,
not one of the best rappers of all time. He's one of the most successful for sure.
well, I mean, you gotta. This is our thoughts. We're talking about in hip hop. He's known as the best.
Yeah, because he sold himself that way. Because he
But the
keeps saying the best rapper of all time.
He put it out there.
People love it. People are saying it. This ain't him. People saying it.
Listen, man. Also, listen. All I'm gonna say is also listen, man. We all know a few New Yorkers. You know how they are. If there's any rapper from New York, they're gonna say they're the best rapper out there.
Yeah.
For a minute, people wanted to say Tekashi was the best rapper out there. Yeah,
Sean
not even joking.
What are these people?
Well, one of them is Tekashi.
I'm not gonna put him on blast like that, but it's
Dude, he
for a
even
minute.
got a real album out.
By the way,
Yeah,
I
the year you wanted to do.
You would question us on who are these people when you were using the exact same tactic.
What do you mean?
There are people saying
No. I'm telling you, I'm telling you who the people are. Most people that listen to hip hop say that he is.
Not telling anything.
Speaking of telling shit, what are you drinking, Ryan?
Right now, I'm drinking a Four Loko grape. Very fine beverage, a wonderful vintage. Yeah. It's $3.
How are the tannins?
Lovely. The terroir is delicious. You can really taste it. And later on, I'm going to try out this Buzzball.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I'd like to take a break from making my own craft cocktails on my show.
You have your own show?
I do.
What's it called?
It's called This Won't Last Call.
Where can I see it? Where can I see it?
It's available on YouTube. Also, I've ported all of the episodes over to Instagram so you can watch it on IGTV.
That's convenient.
And adjust.
And that's why I get all them like people liking it.
There were quite a few. Slow down a bit after I finish porting everything over.
All I know is those people at Empire Records love our content.
Emperor Records. So, if you know anything about Emperor Records, anything you know whether or not it's worth trying to actually DM them for a feature so that we can maybe get some exposure, let us know in the comments or in this chat here. You're watching the video, right?
It's frozen again for me.
All right, stay frozen.
Anywho.
Matter of fact, I'm in the beginning again.
You do apparently have 1 million followers.
I mean, I can get 1 million followers.
Yeah. Then do it. Why aren't you doing it?
We want, just like D said, we want to stay underground. We don't want to sell out.
Who don't want to sell out?
Paul, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a loaded Corona,
Nice. What's it loaded with?
Bacardi Limon.
Okay.
It's the only reason I have that bottle, and I'm doing some damage to it.
Nice.
Wait, you loaded it yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, D, what are you drinking?
Peppermint spritzer. Seltzer. I don't know how to say these things.
Seltzer.
I love he picks up the one thing in front of him that isn't open.
And agua. Agua. Why you buy agua?
Eternal water. On sale this week at Publix. Buy one, get one free.
Not sponsored.
We twins.
Not sponsored.
Right?
I also had this right here.
What is that?
Tropical punch.
Tropical punch.
Hey D, are you drinking seltzer so you can be ready for beach season, bikini season?
Wow. Well, if you are ready for bikini season, you should definitely check out brightswimwear.com. Bright Swimwear has... Sorry. Bright Swimwear has swimsuits made for the every person. They're a company out of Sweden, and they are giving a 25% off discount to anybody who uses our code.
What is our code?
Our code is TWL25. If you use the code TWL25 at checkout, you'll get 25% off your order at brightswimwear.com.
TWL25? That's
TWL25.
real easy to remember.
Very easy to remember.
TWL25.
What month are we?
We are in April.
Nailed it.
And when do summer start?
We're in Florida, so it started 3 days ago.
So you're telling me y'all ain't been to Bright yet? Go to Bright.
Go to brightswimwear.com. Use the code TWL25 to get 25% off your order. Get dressed for your beach season.
And then show me what you wearing. Let us see.
There you go.
I want to see what
Take
you
a
wearing.
picture of the swimwear you got from
Hey.
brightswimwear.com using our code TWL25 and tag us on Instagram. This Won't Last Podcast.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
You filthy McNasty.
Anyways, that was fun selling out.
Yes.
So, what else we got, boys?
Selling out.
D's got some stuff for us.
All right. Question of the day. Questionment of the day. I have a questionment for y'all.
You have a question.
Questionment.
Let me contemplate.
Contemplation.
Swear to God.
It's fun. It's fun.
All right.
It's what I am Dulo. It's funny.
Do y'all know who the truth is?
I know who the weekend is. How about the answer?
You don't know who
The
truth
question?
is? You You don't know who the truth is? Paul Pearson?
Oh, that Mark-ass trick? Paul Pierce? Spent 15 years talking shit about the Heat.
So this weekend, Paul Pierce decided to
Must have brought me back.
invite some strippers over and smoke a little weed while he works for Disney.
Listen,
Nothing wrong with that.
the responsible thing is he's at home and not out.
Here's the problem. He went on this IG, the same IG we own. Sponsored, not sponsored.
We should run that IG.
And broadcast everything. To which
Told you, Mark-ass trick.
ESPN got a hold to it and fired the boy on his day off.
So they thought he was stealing boxes. I guess he was stealing boxes.
He got
How you gonna get fired your day off?
he got fired on his day off. Question. What's the dumbest thing you've done on your day off that you should be fired for, but they just don't know you did it?
Made a podcast.
The disrespect is real. And I want to hear from... Sorry, pause you. I want to hear from y'all. What was the dumbest thing y'all should have been fired for on your day off? Go ahead.
Well, if I'm thinking about what I had,
Or even things that you maybe did get fired for on your day.
well, I probably will get fired for the OnlyFans we're gonna start in a couple weeks.
It's going to be so successful, it won't matter.
In the past, I'd probably say my day off. Probably going to Daytona. Driving all night, waking up late, thinking I was going to be able to get back and didn't. Just called out saying I was sick, and then when I got back, like they knew I was bullshit. Yeah, you can't get that. You can't get that Daytona smell off you. It lasts a couple days.
That Daytona smelled rough, but I lived up there when I went to school. I had to detox for like 6 months in the Lake of Minnetonka.
No. Say that one more time.
Yourself in those waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I had to purify in the lake of Lake Trafford.
Basketball.
Not really.
Game.
Blouses.
I mean that sucks, but it's Disney, man. You know what's up. Like
Ryan?
Now, serious tip, probably getting a DUI. Thankfully, I was already scheduled to be off 3 days in a row. Started that one off great. Started that one off in jail. I hadn't started off in jail. Ended the first day in jail. I was fortunate. But my employer does have a policy where you don't necessarily get fired for that. So, as long as you carry the correct insurance and you sign all the paperwork and everything else.
Here's the thing. I'm good at not getting fired on my day off. It's the stuff that I do on job that they don't see that they should be firing me for. Bruh, I should be fired. Like, I shouldn't even have a second job right now.
Well, guess what?
on the bright side, nobody's watching this. So go ahead.
0 viewers.
Nope.
I am the only. Oh, somebody's back on.
Who's not?
Is that Ill Podcast join? Ill? Our 2 podcasts?
Podcast. What up?
LL Podcast?
Thank you for joining us.
What up,
Appreciate
peeps?
you joining us today. Hopefully we're entertaining for you. Anyways, D.
Hey, share this with your peoples so your peoples can be our peoples and we can be peoples and we can all be peoples.
Tell your friends to get with my friends and we can be friends. What's the most... So what would continue your story?
I'm not going to say none of that, bro.
What should you have gotten fired for?
Bruh. Okay, I'll give you one story.
Pick one you've been fired from. Pick one you don't work for anymore, anyways.
I'm gonna pick one for this job. I was so we have these towers that I have to secure at night. I have to drive around a patrol golf cart. And one night, for some reason, I got super sleepy, but I was still driving, and I was going down into the parking garage to make sure these people cars are good. But this was in the time where like all the snowbirds was gone. So it was like 1 or 2, 3 cars down there, and I drove up there. And some reason I don't remember nothing after I turned into the garage. All I remember is waking up in this big old hole on the wall in the garage, and me getting out and looking at the golf cart, and there was a little bumper on the golf cart, so the bumper hit it. I don't think it was on there, little white stuff. I went around the back and just washed it off.
Yeah.
But I put that hole is still there, bro. I don't think nobody even know about it. Bro, I hit that wall hard. It woke me up.
Yeah.
I definitely should have been fired for that. They don't even know I did it. Well,
Somebody just commented, I knew it was you.
I've been stacking, so we good. But yeah, no, but for real though, man, that was real. Like I woke up like, oh, and I just back up and went on by my job. What, I'm gonna snitch on myself? I'm gonna snitch. Let me tell you what I did. I was over there. You should have seen this hole I put in the wall.
Look like a damn snitch. Right.
These are jokes. This is not real. Hey, allegedly.
Preface everything with a friend of mine.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
It's all allegations.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this Buzzballs Strawberry Rita.
Balls. Sorry. Balls.
I've never seen somebody so excited for balls.
But he's drinking the balls. That sounds sus.
You're more excited about it than he is.
That's awful.
Not balls, but nuts.
What with the This Won't Last call thing, I also have been watching the Sommelier from Home. If you ever see that, check it out on YouTube. Unemployed wine guy. But he's a guy who's a sommelier, but he's not doing anything right now because of the pandemic.
What's the sommelier?
A sommelier is juicy.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this nigga talking about juicy?
A sommelier is like a wine expert, so he knows about the taste, the terroir, the varietals, origin, etc., etc. But he tastes all these just random shit, like he did one on Mad Dog 2020, and he did one on just a bunch of stuff. So like, I'm halfway inspired by him because his stuff is pretty damn fun to watch. Little 3-minute videos, but he just talks about the stuff that he's drinking, and it's all like this cheap shit 90% of the time. Although he did do one the other day on the Florida Man IPA, which is from Cigar City.
Did you make it yet?
Did I make Florida Man IPA?
Yeah.
No. No, I haven't done it. It's just like it's. I've been watching it. It's been fun. It's been inspiring me. So this is kind of our first foray into that. Me actually describing how this Buzzballs Strawberry Rita tastes.
Describe your balls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let them know what it tastes like.
So
Feel it in your
it
chummy.
is somehow extremely syrupy tasting, but very thin-bodied. It tastes like low-quality alcohol. Mm-hmm. And it's almost as if somebody took like some. Yeah.
Sorry, what did you describe? Was a fat girl with no ass?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
Normally, with something like this, like the Four Locos, I'm not a fan
Hate
of
chocolate
Four Locos,
drops.
but they're fun. They're the junk food of alcohol, and it's enjoyable because it tastes. It does what it says on the tin. This grape Four Loco tastes like grape. It tastes like purple.
Tastes like purple?
It tastes like purple. This,
That's good.
I don't know what the fuck this tastes like.
Syrupy balls.
Like I said, it has the.
When's the last time you had balls?
It has the flavor of something very syrupy, but not the texture. So
Here.
it's not like-
D. Taste Ryan's balls.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, pretty much. You're next.
Fuck.
Tastes like bad.
Do it. Get rid of the corona.
It tastes like bad.
Yes, it does. It absolutely tastes.
It tastes like bad.
Like it tastes like somebody dissolved a strawberry bonbon in like
You remember in Rush in Rocky?
in like natural light, but also it is more alcoholic, but doesn't taste alcoholic.
It smells like this. It smells like like what you get left over when a Slurpee melts.
Yeah, a little bit. You gotta pick it out. Pinks out. spit jar.
You remember in Rocky the one where when what's the guy that got killed?
Apollo?
Yeah, you remember when the Russian first said a word? That's what it tastes like.
That dried out my entire mouth.
Yep.
That was
Nasty.
not the worst thing I've had in my mouth today.
So my balls are the worst thing you got in your mouth.
No. But it's not. It's not good.
It's not good.
It tastes
How
like.
much was it?
I don't even remember. I didn't take that. Like a couple bucks, $3, $2.
That sounds like $4 too much.
It tastes like Lil Nas X twerking on the devil.
It's exactly what it tastes like.
Multi-platinum. An iconic shoe.
Yes, it tastes sold out. Yes, it tastes very sold out.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The Old Town Road Boy. You're worried about him selling out?
Make it stop. It's not working.
It's not good. It's not good.
I just know that my balls have a lasting effect.
They do. It's just too much.
I have no idea the self-control that took for me to not just spray everywhere.
It's not
So
good.
I think this is probably a good opportunity to transition to a loaded question, Paul.
Next time I go to work, I'm
What's
gonna
the
have
worst
one
thing
of
you had
those.
in your mouth? What's the second worst thing?
No. We can't self-incriminate.
Yeah.
So
Oh, y'all can't, but I can.
I would like to point out.
I said what I said. What I did.
I hit a wall at work.
I would like.
I ghosted my work.
I would like to point out that the
Everybody that goes to work.
that Paul jabbed his mouth with is now stained red off of that one tiny sip that he took.
It tastes like the
It
Corona.
is not good. I can make a lot of jokes about it. It's just not good. There are no redeeming qualities. Keep drinking it.
Hey, listen, I paid $4 for this.
This is the Irish. Not the alcoholism, the hard-headedness, and the stinginess.
Yeah, but good. Make the most out of that $3.
Speaking of nasty, you want to know what I did awesome? I bought an ice maker.
That's nasty.
No, it's awesome.
Why?
Does it make ice? Does it make like ice balls?
No, it makes ice, like maker ice. Summertime hitting, bro. I need that ice. The
For your,
kids,
for your cocktails?
no, I like to drink my water. The kids don't like to put the water in the refrigerator. So now I just get me a water bottle, give me some ice, and I'm good. I'm in heaven.
So it looks like it costs about $350. $350.
We should make our own balls.
$3. $350.
We should make our own balls.
Start working on
But
that.
I would like to point out.
This won't last balls.
So there's a green one, and it's called Tequila Rita.
Did you try it yet?
No, but I'm confused because margaritas are made with tequila. Like, why would they need to specify Tequila Rita?
Maybe because they have other stuff in it besides.
Probably doesn't have any tequila in it. It's malt liquor. I guarantee you. It's I don't know. I guarantee it's very low quality alcohol. But either way, it just tastes fucking awful. Like, I'm fine with Four Locos.
You heard?
Four Locos don't taste good, but they're acceptable. Like I say, does what it says on the tin. Tastes like purple. Tastes like grape. Tastes like red. Tastes like blue. You know, all the different flavors it has. This tastes awful.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
not good.
at all. It's like it's
Do you want me? Can I give you $2 to stop drinking it?
no.
All right, D, you got anything else for us?
This is what they pay for.
Any other
So-
news from the ethers of the internet?
No, I just wanted to talk about the whole idea of getting fired on your day off. Yeah, you know, getting fired for smoking weed and having strippers when you work for Disney. To me, that's the way to go out.
Here's the thing: he didn't get fired for smoking weed and having strippers when he worked for Disney. He got fired for live streaming it.
Facts.
Yep. Disney is an image-first company. If nobody sees it, they don't care.
Yep.
If you put it out there, they're going to care. Because now, and I don't feel bad for him at all because he probably violated an agreement.
Well, most people saying that he was going to get fired anyways. He just wanted to go out
That's a
with
good
a bang.
chance.
Not fight. He was going to quit.
He's a bitch, anyways.
Oh, so on a positive note about
The
both
truth.
balls, they're both gluten-free and kosher.
You need to take that kosher stuff out of it, then.
No,
Don't be putting that kosher in
no
that.
worry, no word on whether or not it's kosher for Passover. But
All right, so the one time I was on Facebook this last few weeks, I ended up down a rabbit hole of like sports memes, and it started off. I showed Ryan last night. It was a picture of if Clay Matthews and Aaron Rodgers had a baby, it was the Tiger King.
Oh, yeah, I seen that one.
But I think more importantly, this isn't a meme. This is just like a fact. It was attributed to Kobe. I can't verify that this quote was from Kobe, but it was we should all say our prayers or thank the Lord that Allen Iverson wasn't 6'5".
Big facts. Big facts, bro. 6'5", 6'3". Just 6 foot.
Pound for pound, best basketball player in history. Pound for pound. Anyways, anything else, Steve? News roundups all taken care of.
Other
No more nuts to unload.
No, I think we got everything.
Black Twitter's all good.
Black Twitter's never all good.
I mean, for anything you want to bring up.
I mean, the verses happened the other night.
Isley Brothers.
Yeah, versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah. And apparently, Ron Isley, 177 years old, was with a hot thing. That thing was hot.
Again,
30.
Money.
But Ron Isley look good though.
Like,
Ron Isley look good for his age, man. That boy 177
For his
years
age. Oh, so he looks what 110?
No, he look like he look like about 55. He look about 55.
Listen, I don't doubt both eyes look better than I do now. So
All the
I'm
eyes-
not questioning it.
both of them.
I thought it was like 7 of them.
Me both of them.
Well, a couple of them had died, so.
The ones that are remaining, I'm sure, are got way more swagger and going on than I do.
Looks better than the ones that died.
I can't confirm that.
Can't confirm nor deny.
Bet they're thin, man. Bet they're thin.
Did I tell you about my friend Joe?
Joe?
Joe, he went on the Dolly Parton diet. It seems really working because it really made Jolene.
I can't stand this nigga. Just can't stand him. I walked right into that one.
Just the worst. Just the worst.
I had my mouth open and everything.
About my other friend who keeps telling me, hey, whenever I'm down and depressed, he tells me, everything could be worse. You could be in a big hole that has a bunch of water in it. I mean, he's not really good at articulating, but I know he means well.
Boom.
But yeah, so the verses happened. Ron Isaac came out looking like in between the sheets. Woo! I can't sing like him, but anyways. But also Steve Harvey was the host.
Did he say?
Potato head looking.
Potato head.
Potato head.
Did he say that the?
Your neutral potato person looking at.
Did he declare that Earth? Did he declare that Earth, Wind, and Fire won, but it was really the Isley Brothers?
No, but he looked like he had a purple suit, made him look like Darkwing Duck.
Oh, that's amazing. That's tremendous.
Darkwing Harvey.
He even has a bill for it.
Yeah. Darkwing Duck was live in effect.
That white jacket I own, that's a Steve Harvey.
You got a Steve Harvey
I
suit?
think I got a Steve Harvey jacket.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had a Steve Harvey tie as close as I got.
I didn't even know he had clothes like that.
Oh, he is the Jay-Z of older black men.
That's facts, dog.
I mean, Jay-Z ain't no spring chicken, but
That's facts.
they're both hustlers through and through.
Distinguished.
Steve Harvey couldn't wait. Steve couldn't wait to sell out.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait. Listen, man, more power to him, man. I would too. Got the big suits, time to fill him up.
How long we been live for?
40 minutes. 42 minutes.
40.
Okay, so here is my loaded question.
And you can answer too. You can definitely answer.
Okay,
too.
this is actually I heard this on another thing. So let me try to verbalize it. Let me set up a scene. So this isn't like a drinking question or like a weird, maybe it'll be weird, who knows. So let's pretend we're in the far future. Everybody has a robot attendant. Everybody has a robot, an automaton, an AI, whatever. A thing that follows them around and, is basically like their physical Jarvis, basically. Mm-hmm. It's so ubiquitous that you don't even think about it. Like it's just part of you. You walk out the door, you have, you got your whatever they pass for a wallet, whatever passes for a phone, and your robot's with you. Like you don't even think about it. It just is. It's like you see 1,000 robots walking around, you don't even think about it. Mm-hmm. Would you have sex in front of your robot? So you're meeting up with a lady or what?
With a woman?
Whatever you want to have sex with. I'm not here to judge. Whatever you choose to insert your penis into or have inserted into you, whatever. Would you do that in front of your robot attendant? So again, this robot attendants, while they're not full, like it's not like Blade Runner where they're like their own they're not like a replicant, like but again they do have personalities. Like they are somewhat they are self-aware to an extent.
So kind of like a droid in the Star Wars universe.
Kind of, yeah, basically, okay. Basically a droid. They may grow some personality. They're not like necessarily out there. Like there's no fear of a revolution, but this thing that is basically like a part of your family. You want to answer the question first?
Pete.
Okay, you want to answer the question first?
Go ahead, Pete. You go first. I go second.
All right.
So it has awareness.
Yep.
Okay.
So it might ask you questions later on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to traumatize this shit out of that fucker. Almost as traumatic as it would be to have sex in front of Kevin. Kevin, thank you for joining us today on This Won't Last podcast. Do you have anything to say to the people who are watching us, the millions and millions of our viewers at home?
The last one.
No? No, you don't? Okay. Kevin, would you have sex in front of your own robot attendant? So, come sit with us. At least for 5 seconds.
That's all he needs, baby.
Carmen could have done.
Hey-o.
Anyways, I absolutely would. That being said, I feel like that's not really like... So they would have questions, maybe, but at the same time, if they are, capable of using the internet and things like that, then they would probably already know the answers to most of the questions. They would be aware of things, and they would know what sex is, what humans do, and how they reproduce, and everything like that. So I feel like it might not be as big of a thing initially. So I guess I wouldn't do that. If I'm going to get traumatized or robot, I'm not going to do it.
I mean, for me, I have problem going to the bathroom when somebody's standing next to me. So
Me too.
Not me. I'd be.
I don't want.
Hey, Mister, look. You ever did that?
Especially if they're sassy robots, I don't want them laughing at me later on. I don't need that in my life.
You think I would care about what a robot has to say about me?
You care what I have to say about you, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's fucking cold. It's cold.
That's understandable.
Motherfucking cold in here, right? Grab my balls and go.
When it comes down to sex, I don't care. No, just play. I don't. Here's the deal. So I'm in the mindset that everything is watching me now.
Fair point.
I got cameras all over my job except in the golf cart. And in the and in the parking lot. I don't think I would have a problem with it. Now it depends on if my partner, if she would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have a problem with it. Matter of fact, I think it'd be cool because I can hey, show me the tape, so I can see what I did wrong and and how to improve myself.
Have them record you? Wow, every single session.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about. See, in my faith, it says, and the marriage bed is undefiled. Ha! I mean, I can do whatever I want.
So you're assuming that you're married to this woman that you're having sex with? Not supposed to.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't cover the webcam when I masturbate. So why?
Wait, you supposed to?
So when I'm looking at Pornhub, I don't cover the webcam. Why would I care about a robot attendant watching me?
What the webcam sees? What the webcam sees from Ryan after he's done?
What the webcam sees is me it getting flung across the room.
Ryan is like,
Done.
Ryan.
Yeah. Oh.
No, but I do assume that that's where we headed, where you really won't have no privacy. So, and then I'm a man, bro. At the end of the day, once Mufasa come at me, you can't throw me off the thing like that. It just ain't gonna happen.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Why do you call it Mufasa?
Yeah.
Because he falls off a cliff real
Not
quick.
cause he raw.
DMX
That nigga,
proud.
that nigga
Earl,
be on his line.
Earl would be proud.
Oh, I did it for Earl.
Or James Earl.
One of the Earls.
Earl had, oh wow.
So y'all really have a problem with like doing it in front of a computer?
It's not about a computer. It's about the idea is that maybe this thing could possibly be sentient and have awareness. No, I don't personally.
Well, then if you had sentient awareness, you need to turn around.
You were busy. But my whole argument was that if I get to traumatize it, absolutely. If I don't, it's not funny.
Well, again, in my scenario, they're sentient, so it's like droids in Star Wars. Like they have their own personalities.
Like,
So basically, at a certain point,
so you tell me
so-
I could get Anthony Daniels standing in my bed going, oh my. Well,
So-
he's certainly giving it to her.
at a certain point, I guess it depends on what your mentality is, whether or not you consider these droids your friends or your slaves.
So you telling me, you got, what's her name? And she got to be Spanish.
You won't come anywhere near the camera or microphone, do you?
What's her name? She got to be. Who is you into right now?
Just go ahead, do you?
Jessica Alba.
Sure. 2007 Paul's listening. Go ahead.
Demi Lovato? Spanish?
No idea. I'm only aware of the name.
The hottest Spanish chick in front of you.
Sure.
She's like black, hola.
She having a stroke? I don't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
She's like hola, papi.
It's racist, but go ahead.
She like,
She's like,
It's the future, so I assume we're all speaking the same language.
Dame pinga.
okay, she like
It's all Spanish.
all kinds of fine, like pick a plow, pick a pow, pick a pow.
Okay.
And she like, come on, bring it to me, Paul. You gonna say no in front of a robot? A
I would
sentient?
just tell the robot to leave. Is that her deal breaker? Then fine.
Well, what if she wanted in front of the robot?
Okay, that's fine. I'll do
So
what I gotta
that's
do.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So why did you do it?
Of course, it's my choice, but my choice to have sex is more than my choice to not have my friend watch me have sex. Because I would feel
Bro, I
again.
want to watch you have sex.
Listen, bruv. My white guilt ain't changing in the future. Okay, I'm not treating the thing like a slave. I'm treating the thing like a friend. All right, we're a partnership. Okay, we're working together.
Well,
Because I own it doesn't mean we can't work together.
But ain't nobody telling me it got to be in there.
Huh?
Hey, you on Roman? Go ahead and roam. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put him on security detail. Hey, go make sure.
Right, he doesn't want to be there. I don't want him to be there. That's we're good. Now, if she's saying he has to be there, well, sorry, man, I got to take one for the team, so I can get one for the
Hey,
team.
bro, you better go read a book. That's why I'm doing this. But like I said, bro, it can help you in so many ways. It can be your wing buddy. It can tell you what you did wrong. When you look at tape, it can record you. When you look at tape and go back at the tape.
First of all, I'm always aware of what I do wrong. I'm very self-aware. just because I lack the capability to not do it.
Oh, you didn't like that? Oh, I'm sorry. I got mine and you didn't even get yours. You feel bad.
Let's correct this. Let's correct this. I always make sure they get theirs before I get mine.
My mama told me not to lie, so I'm gonna shut up.
How's it
These
working?
are jokes.
How's it working out for you, D? How's it working out for you?
These are jokes.
There are guys out there who literally can't do shit after they fucking bust.
Not the one I know. Well, I mean, not just keep going. I mean, you need like a couple seconds, then you get back in the game. Like sometimes you need to take a free throw to get your breath, you know. And then you get back in
That's not
there.
the end of the fucking night. It's not like, oh man, I just came. I need to go sleep for 8 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like,
Well, I think part of the same mentality of like, not wanting to do like that foreplay, not wanting to do the stuff.
I'm like, I just came. I need to come again.
Well, you're a deviant,
Exactly.
but again, I think most guys, the mentality is that I'm just trying to get mine and move on. That's really what it is. That's why they're not wasting time with foreplay or doing a lot of shit that they should be doing to take care of a girl.
That's what I'm saying.
So they busting, go.
Bro, you can get in. You can just talk to a female and then she'll bust if you say the right words. Just talking to her. Oh, baby,
17 freight car.
No, stop it!
What were we talking about, gentlemen?
That old dude and that one black dude, Thunders and shit.
Falcon Cougar Thunderbird.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who've been keeping up with the latest episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, what did we think about this latest episode? Interesting little jaunt into what's the name of the place?
Madripoor.
But before we got there, we did a little quasi Ocean's 11 breakout
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
of everybody's favorite former enemy of the Avengers, Baron Zemo.
Yeah, I do kind of like that it was like we're watching it after the fact.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, while it's happening. Because yeah, I mean, I didn't. It's just funnier that way
Yeah.
to see it like as like a theoretical. Like, oh yeah, this has already happened. It's already done.
Wouldn't that be crazy if somebody did that? And it was kind of interesting, like, he gets out and he's goes to his family's like car thing or something.
This weird like storage place.
Yeah.
Which
It's not really a garage. What?
Find out he's rich.
Well, I am a baron.
He's got the same superpower that Batman has. He's rich.
Oh, I think you say crazy.
Oh, that too. And for the comic fans, he puts on the mask.
Yeah.
No one,
Yeah.
no one cared who he was until after he put on the mask.
It was molded by it.
Which, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so like that was a neat little nod. I wonder if they're going to bother to give any explanation to what the mask represents.
I'm sure they won't.
Yeah.
It's a weird mask.
Just go to YouTube.
I think it'll probably just be some throwaway line. Like I just didn't want people to see who I was. Like when I'm doing my non-Avengers destroying missions.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm sure it's. Or if they're clever, they'll do something where like they'll refer it back to like my great grandfather.
Yeah.
A former baron. He used to when he would go on, whatever hunting thing, or he would do different operations. He would wear a mask like this. Whatever, something like that. They can say really whatever they want. It's a goofy costume in the comics. It's still kind of goofy, but it's pretty funny.
It's even more goofy when you know the origin.
Yeah.
The origin is basically that it was just a mask. However, he was involved in a chemical spill, which caused the mask to be permanently glued to his face. Don't.
Comics.
Yeah. Comics are weird.
The more you know.
I think it was Chemical X too.
Solid chance. There's only like 4 chemicals in all of comics, so.
What's Chemical X?
It was the chemical. It was apparently an adhesive, a glue. But if you're a Powerpuff Girls fan, it's the extra ingredient that is added to sugar, spice, and everything nice to give them superpowers.
Maybe they'll address in live action version.
Oh, a couple of months ago, that black chick, she had that Chemical X in the house.
No, she needed Chemical X to get out of her hair.
Yeah. So are we done talking about the dog? Or keep going? Because I just thought it was a brilliant fucking segue.
Well, so here's my thoughts on the last episode.
Okay, good.
It was great to see Sharon Carter.
It was.
Was it Sharon Carter?
Yep.
Apparently not that great.
It was Sharon, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of them named Sharon, right?
Yep.
But anyway, so it was good to see her. A lot of questions about her, what she's been doing. who she's working for or working with.
I find it very interesting that they decided to bring her back and just make her a complete and total bitch. Like, she's not a pleasant character now.
I mean, if you went through what she went through,
I suppose so.
yeah,
I suppose so. But at the same time,
she lost her freedoms.
yeah,
The freedoms
apparently
was gone.
Apparently, all she lost was her place to live, like her America.
That's true.
And she's got all sorts of freedoms now in Magipore.
Well,
Okay.
what you got to do to keep the freedom?
Okay, they didn't address it directly, but I have to assume she was blipped, right? Or she wasn't blipped, right?
think
She
she
lived
was.
the whole 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why didn't Steve get her?
because he was trying.
You're
to
saying
bring-
Steve has no pull with the government?
Nah, Steve was in his own little world trying to get it. Well, no, because he left. Remember, he was the enemy.
He was back in the Avengers compound.
But that don't mean he was like good though. With the government.
He's back in the country.
That don't mean he was. That don't mean he was good though. I mean, with the government.
With what government?
Whatever government.
Shit,
that was
he
there.
might have been the highest ranking person left.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Listen,
no, he
either
lost
way,
his rank.
he and the super spy who leaked all the government secrets are both living in a well publicized compound in New York.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to take him out, they can take him out. So the whole time he didn't try to help Sharon.
I don't think he was probably caring. I think he was probably.
I'm sorry,
trying to
what?
get- trying to get the people back, man.
No, he didn't. He gave up. Once Thanos was dead, they gave up. He was running a support group
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why.
for
He
randos
was doing what Sam would have done.
Yeah.
and introducing the MCU's first gay character.
Rather
Out.
contestedly.
Yeah, it was, but it's fine. But again, like that, I mean, that takes a little bit because I'm like, this whole time, so that means like he didn't bother trying to like help Sharon out.
But I ain't even telling that thought to you. Just bring it up.
That's my problem. That's my curse, D. That's my curse.
Okay, so I'm starting to think that maybe that's exactly what the situation was. Is that maybe she was just very bitter about not being helped out. Why he didn't help her out, who knows? Maybe it was just finally dawned on him that he was making out with what could have been his niece. But
Well, not
not
technically.
his biological niece.
Yeah, not technically. Through marriage. I'm not saying it's right. Saying it's less weird.
It's still weird, but he again,
Certainly agree.
he wouldn't have just like left her, like
I don't know.
unless he like straight up couldn't find her. Because again, like don't get me, I if she was getting close to how she was in the comics, she very easily could have avoided all detection. Especially if she was already living in Madripoor.
Yeah.
Because again, assumably before the blip, she was probably already involved in that in some capacity.
Yeah.
So I mean, because again, it probably would take about 5 years to go from government agent to living in Hightown. They call it Hightown,
Well, remember, they was on the run before the blimp even happened.
right? It was in 2016, and the blip happened in 2018.
And a large reason of why they came back, Cap and Black Widow and all those that came back after the blip was because of the blip. Like, remember when Tony comes back and he falls down and all that, and then they decide they're going to go after Thanos and all this, and then they go for the head, and then they all come back and basically I believe it was
Iron
implied.
Man.
Yeah. Well, I believe it was implied that more or less the Sokovia Accords were kind of wiped clean. Like any violators were kind of like, all right,
I wouldn't
we
even
got
be-
bigger things to worry about. We're not going to worry about the superhuman population doing things that they did. We need to get things back on track.
Wait, bro, here's the deal, bro. Half of the world is gone. The last thing you worry about is some Accords. Like, that's the last thing you worry about. So, like, think about it, either there's a chance that most of them got blimped away, or either lost somebody very close to them that got blimped away. A kid, a wife, or something like that. So I'm sure, like, that's the last thing I'll be worrying about is some Accords.
The very curious thing about it is, like, when you say half the population of the planet got blipped away, well, half the population of the universe got blipped away.
Well, I was
How
just
can you
making
be
it
sure
too.
that it was exactly 50% on Earth?
Well, he said half.
Like, maybe they're just round estimating. I don't know. But
But see, y'all taking it too far now, man. Now I got to do math, and now I got to denounce stuff.
Again, as far as that part goes, I'm assuming that again because it's all based on Thanos' idea of fairness, that he would have done that.
yeah.
However, I was confused that he did also half the animals.
Well, all
That didn't make a
living
lot of
things.
Did he have to did he do half of like
Trees.
Did he do half of like trees? Did you have?
I don't know.
Fucking cellular life.
Well, here's the thing: I didn't think that he did cut half the animals until they unblipped it, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, I hear birds again." What?
Yeah.
Were they not sure there before?
I feel like birds and animals would have gotten back to normal much quicker than humans would have.
Right.
Like within 5 years, they probably would have been back to regular numbers.
And then they
All
were probably
they do is eat and fuck.
yeah, and then they probably even had like a surplus now.
But
Ooh, chicken buffets is like real.
and why was
Thank you, Thanos.
Why was Scott safe in the microverse?
Again, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Fair enough.
It's not technically in our universe. He's in the quantum realm. It's a comics again. The biggest
real life.
Again, the biggest hero in Endgame was that rat.
So let's get back on track. So some interesting stuff happened. Some very curious things were getting thrown about. You get to see that there's a fella who continued on the super soldier serum work, and maybe possibly did it better than Erskine ever did. The implication, of course, being that in the way he says it's optimized, streamlined, no more bulky bodies or big machines. Like it's just a vial.
That makes sense.
Which is very cool because at the same time, like, okay, they've introduced the idea of the power broker in the last episode, so maybe this power broker really is just a guy who has a hold of these vials and he can give people superpowers if he wants. As opposed to just like, something like, oh, well, they happen to...
I think that.
Yeah,
I think he already had a plan for what he's stealing.
that would be a much more literal and appropriate explanation for the power broker.
Yep.
However, I feel like they kept saying that like she stole all the vials.
She being Sharon?
No, that bitch with the curly hair.
Carly Morgenthau?
Yeah. I feel like they kept implying like she had most, if not all, of the vials.
But I think they also was playing that there was some in that lab too, though.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Spoilers, that bitch got blown up.
It did.
Well, somebody could have stole one. Here's a question, and then we can go on to the next subject. I thought the episode. Let me just give a brief. I thought the episode was good. I thought the pacing was good. I thought it was cool to see they being focused on the Winter Soldier. It was always focused on the Falcon. Yeah, it was like it's go time. He went.
It was nice seeing Bucky do a little Winter Soldier cosplay.
Yeah.
And not Tiger King. What was his name? Slim Tiger.
Smiling Tiger.
Smiling Tiger.
I love these.
Having the vodka and snake guts.
But it was. I think that's one thing.
It's probably Uzo. It's probably Uzo and snake guts.
I like.
Uzo. I know.
I like how they.
Uzo is a licorice liqueur. Licorice. Anyways, sorry to interrupt you, sir.
No, I like how they taking their time and focus on each character between them two. Like you seen the opening scene of the very first episode, the Falcon was going crazy. That's what this episode was. That
Well,
this episode was.
Sharon got to do that.
Nah, Bucky went crazy in that club.
He had good moments, but Sharon fucking
she
did
did
some
that.
shit. She had her born identity moment. Like she was just fucking up guys in that storage area.
Yeah. That whole storage idea is amazing. I think I want to live like that.
Yeah. And I was telling Ryan after the episode, I had a very clear like theory, and then a popular website backed my theory, and I immediately disbelieved it. So the theory that they lean into pretty heavily, I think, is that they're trying to make you think that she's the power broker, or if not, she's very high in his
I think
in
she
his group.
definitely works for him.
But that's too. Like, at this point, it's too obvious. Like it's just like Marvel likes their misdirects, like not subverting expectations, but like they want you looking one way and they hit you from somewhere else.
Man, what if she's like work for?
Go ahead.
What if she's working like for this underground FBI group or something like that? This underground government.
The other thought is that she's working with the Flag Smashers.
I don't think the Flag Smashers are big enough.
Well, I think the more it could be that she's working with the Flag Smashers because she's one of the people that did not get blipped.
But it could have been like a group
She's
of
the reason
people.
that they got the serum.
It could be a group of people, and I'm probably totally off on this, but it could be a group of people that form like their little mini government thing while the when the blimping happened. The kind of shadow government group or what? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't see her character. I mean, I even heard some ideas that the she worked for the Mandarin, and the Mandarin is the
I'm not gonna do that with her.
what's the Mandarin is the dude that they're talking about. So there's a lot of theories out there, huh?
That's not gonna happen.
No, I'm just saying that's what theories. I'm just saying theories. I ain't saying they're gonna happen. But I think it's something she may be doing something with the government on the low,
Could be. Maybe she's involved.
or a government.
Speaking about the character development, we're going to talk about. You're not going to move your seat up.
Yeah, it's a lot of callbacks.
Great moment.
Yeah.
Great moment.
A lot of callbacks. You ain't gonna move your seat up, are you? Nope.
All right.
Got back in.
So good.
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 Let me ask you one quick question before we get into the last topic.
Okay.
Just give me one answer, no explanations. I think I already know the answers, but would you rather fight a Komodo dragon or a gorilla?
Hey, I want to hear from y'all. Let me know what y'all think.
Well, I'll get to them. I'm asking you right now.
I'm gonna fight a gorilla.
To be honest with you, I would probably pick a dragon because, like, I feel like, listen, gorillas are nasty motherfuckers. They can fuck you up. Like, and Komodo dragons can fuck you up too. But I feel like it'd be quicker.
See, I think the gorilla, he just pound me one time, I'm dead.
He probably, but I think he might not kill
fucking arms off
you
before
all.
you do.
He might not kill you all the
Oh,
way
you
and
gonna
just
take
try to
my
fuck you.
Well, yeah. Like,
Hey, Kong, you gonna do me like this?
bro, like,
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
you ever seen some of those gorillas are fucking vicious?
No, they're saying
Think
that.
of like monkeys and gorillas and things like that as like kind of docile. No, they are horrifying creatures.
They're saying that the gorilla is one of the most strongest animal in the kingdom.
They're pure muscle.
Yeah.
Like, it's 400 fucking pounds. Like,
Like, they think that,
However, the only thing I will say is that I've watched a few videos and a couple people I follow. For the most part, unless you're a clear threat to them,
yeah.
they're mostly just used. They're beating their chest just to scare you away.
yeah.
And even that, like I've heard like actual video they're bumping their chest. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like it's like coconut. It's like hitting coconuts together. It's like hollow. It's weird. Yeah, probably for the dragon is better. I feel a better chance of getting away from them. Because I ain't trying to fight neither. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I ain't trying to get away.
Videos of them two fighting though. Those are nothing to fuck with either. Like, they're basically just alligators. Is really all they are.
Big fucking alligators with like the most disgusting mouths in the world.
Quicker alligators.
That's why I say, like, I'd rather just go and get it over with. Just kill me quick.
So
The Komodo would kill you quicker. I feel like the gorilla would just fuck with you.
then fuck you.
Yeah.
Weepo echo.
They don't call him but Donkey Kong for nothing.
But Donkey Kong.
All right. So that's the tell. Obviously, we're talking about what's that movie called again?
John Snek vs. Big Monke.
The monkey.
The Monke. John Snek.
Okay, so before you watch the movie, who do you think was going to win?
Okay, so when I first seen Kong, before I thought it was gonna be Kong. But then when I first seen Kong, I was like, he look old. He looks old. I was like, he don't look like he can do anything. So I thought it was Kong. Kong all the way. But then, go ahead.
I was Team Godzilla from negative day 20. Like, I thought there was zero chance. Like, zero chance.
But Kong is the one actually won, though.
No, he didn't.
Are you drunk? We'll get to it. Ryan?
He's a radioactive dinosaur. No, there's no world in which
Okay.
it exists in which Kong
Here,
wins.
here. Let's keep it simple. Okay, let's keep it simple. What was your favorite part of the movie?
At the end, when he killed the robot Kong, and he held the robot thing like that, he held it up, and your boy looked at him. The Godzilla looked at him like, "Respect, my man," and that's why I say he won.
But he also stood on top of his chest and stared him down, and then walked away as
Tomatoes,
you know.
tomatoes. I just think to me, Kong looked old in the movie. I think they went with an older Kong that wasn't strong as he was.
But here's the funny thing: Godzilla's older.
Yeah, but you're talking about different type of like monkeys aren't gonna live as long as like dinosaurs.
Pretty sure that monkeys and gorillas have a longer lifespan than most lizards.
Then dinosaurs? Oh, we ain't talking about lizards. We talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't think dinosaurs had that much of a long lifespan, to be honest.
Well, this is a radioactive dinosaur, so obviously he was made to live longer.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they just decided to make him look so old. Because like in the '70s, he was supposed to be like a teenager.
Yeah.
So in that, so then
What's
what?
the lifespan of a kaiju?
Yeah, like in him in particular, like it's just weird. Like I mean, Godzilla was just like hibernating basically because he had no reason to come up until the nuclear age started.
The thing that got me, and cause throughout the movie, like the bad guy ain't who you think it is. Like these animals are not the bad guys.
It was the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, is that him?
No, but
That'd been cool.
certainly seemed a lot like him.
Okay, here's my thing about that. They made him the bad guy, but he shouldn't have been the bad guy.
Who should have been the bad guy?
So okay, so here's this bad guy. Does he kill anybody?
Yes.
Who's he kill?
Everybody that dinosaur, Iron Dinosaur killed, is him.
Who did he kill? No, I'm saying who did he kill? Who did he kill?
The Iron Dinosaur?
No. Who did the old man kill?
Whoever the
Nobody.
dinosaur killed. That was he created that problem.
First
He
things
created
first,
him.
No, because if you remember, the Iron Dinosaur, the Mecha Godzilla, he lost control. Like, however it happened, but it
He's
was
still responsible.
And that's fine. He can be responsible, but I'm saying
responsible through negligence.
the reason he was a bad guy is because he dressed like a villain, and he was an asshole.
No,
But most rich guys are assholes.
The reason why he was a bad guy is he created a monster to go fight a monster that was messing with nobody. Messing with absolutely nobody. He created this monster. This monster, bro. This monster took down buildings. You tell me when nobody in these buildings?
Okay, but so let me ask you. Okay, so he's a bad guy because he built a robot dinosaur.
An evil robot dinosaur.
He built a robot dinosaur.
He was evil.
The problem is he didn't. Again, they don't know what they're dealing with, so they didn't realize that
But you can't.
King Ghidorah was going to take over. Because that was King Ghidorah taking over the robot. That's what happened.
King Ghidorah.
Yes, when they use that Bluetooth energy signature from the middle of the Earth.
It infused him.
Stupid ass piece of shit. This power surge overloaded the human machines and allowed the King Ghidorah's psychic link to take over. So again, maybe it wasn't King Ghidorah specifically, but that
him?
robot became sentient on its own because of that power surge. What?
Who hired King Ghidorah?
Who hired King Ghidorah?
No, okay.
He hired himself.
Ghidorah was the monster from the last movie, from Godzilla, the King of Monsters.
Did you watch the last movie?
That's the skull they used to
Yeah, the skull the dude's sitting in.
that's King Ghidorah.
I gotta see this movie again.
Oh
now.
boy, oh boy.
I was playing 2K as I was watching.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. So he's the villain, even though here's his goal. His goal is to, as a private business person, make a giant robot to fight all these titans that could destroy humanity.
Yeah.
So he's a bad guy because he wants to have a protector for humanity.
But he had a protector though. Who? Godzilla.
But there's no guarantees Godzilla was always going to be on their side.
Did you watch the other three movies?
I trust Godzilla. That's my dog. I trust him.
You didn't
But-
think you were gonna win.
But
I don't mean I don't trust him. Him and Kong, we good. Let Thanos come. We got Kong. We got Godzilla.
But again, but then if we're looking at a future movie, they'd be fools to think to put all their faith into that one creature. Because again, Godzilla lost a couple times in the last movie. Hell, he almost died this time.
I gotta go back and see the movie now.
What I'm saying is,
I
they
remember-
framed
I
him as the
remember
bad
seeing
guy because they didn't want either Godzilla or Kong to be, because again, there's no reason for either one of them to be bad guys.
His sin is being proactive.
Yeah, in a dickish way.
But it's like this. I know y'all gonna hate me when I say this, but in the second Avengers, Tony was the bad guy.
Age of Ultron?
Yep.
They tried to make him out.
He was the bad guy. He was a bad guy.
He was the
Bad
impetus.
guy he was the bad guy in Civil War, no doubt.
I don't think he was a bad guy in Civil War.
He was 100% the bad guy in Civil War.
Bro, you got these people that got powers. All he's trying to do is keep them in check.
But out of guilt.
Yeah.
Still, he's trying to keep them in check. It wasn't like he was trying to do something bad.
So what was he doing in Age of Ultron that made him bad?
He created a death-killing robot thing.
But that's not what he created it for.
But that's what it ended up being.
Okay, but that's
But
what
you gotta be.
Sokovia
You gotta
of course,
be.
ended up being imprisoning people who didn't need to be imprisoned.
Who did in prison?
So was the
All the
villain?
Avengers.
So
Because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to sign their codes.
What you're saying is, if they would have just complied, they'd been all right.
Yeah.
So the villain of the first Avengers is
There was no villain.
Odin.
There's no villain of the first Avengers. I
What?
guess Loki would be the villain.
No, Odin, because Odin banished Loki, making him angry at humanity, making him being the cause. Or in Captain America,
No,
the
no,
villain,
Loki got to take his
the
own
villain, the
responsibility.
villain of Captain America
Erskine.
was Erskine, because he created the Red Skull.
Who?
Erskine, the doctor who created Captain America, he also created Red Skull. So Erskine was
Yeah,
the real villain of the first movie.
You got to take responsibility.
Even though he created the cure, which was Captain America.
I mean, but he did good and bad, but I mean he didn't do because he do something good. Don't mean he didn't do
raped, but
bad.
he saves.
He Cosby the
All right,
nigga.
fine. I agree, disagree.
Cosby the nigga.
Creation. Right. What was your least favorite part, or your
What are we
most
talking
worst
about?
part?
Of the Avengers, I loved all.
Giant Snek, motherfucker.
I mean, I love the last battle. Like,
But what was your least favorite part?
least favorite part? That's a good question. Honestly, I enjoyed the whole movie. It didn't like stand out hugely, but it was a fun ride throughout. And I'm struggling to think of anything that was bad.
I got so many good parts.
Like it was I don't know, just Millie Bobby Brown in general. Like she wasn't very good in this movie.
This movie reminded me of the first Godzilla movie of this series. They were afraid to just let monsters be monsters, and had too many people running around. Because like that whole stuff with the kids and the conspiracy guy, the podcast guy,
Was that even needed in the movie? Though?
it did nothing. It did absolutely
It
nothing.
wasn't even needed in the movie, bro.
It did nothing.
No, I love the guy.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Paperboy. I thought Paperboy was good.
He basically, to a lesser extent, was Anthony Anderson and that white girl from Transformers.
Yes, basically.
It just got nothing accomplished.
It did nothing.
Yeah. Since you don't, I'll say two of my least favorite parts. One, the drastic scale change of King Kong every time Godzilla was in the screen. Because when he's on the ship, he's maybe covering 1/3 of the ship on top. All of a sudden, he breaks the chains, or he gets out of the chains, fights Godzilla. They're both on the much larger battleship, and all of a sudden, they're both the same size, and they're covering up much more space.
Yeah.
Like every time he's in the screen with King Kong or with Godzilla, he doubles in size.
I watched it on my tablet, so I ain't watching
I had a bunch of
8K TV.
because it wouldn't cast to my TV. But
Either way, double the size is double the size.
I did notice my least favorite part of this movie was the fact that they made Kong old.
That's nothing what I said.
Noticeably old.
I didn't even give a shit about that because he was noticeably worthless the entire movie.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't powerful at all, man.
He wasn't powerful in the first one. He didn't fight anybody. His villain, the villain was Sam Jackson. See, that Big Monkey couldn't fight Sam Jackson? It sounds racist, but it's not.
You sweat off of baboons' nuts.
But okay, the scale change. And what happened? What happened between? Okay, so in Godzilla and then King of the Monsters, we're in normal technology. The most advanced technology was that like oxygen bomb they had.
Yeah.
Now they got fucking like spaceships to go in the middle of the Earth. Yeah. They got tunnels to go from Florida to Hong Kong.
Well, I mean,
what the fuck happened?
They were scared. I guess they was really trying to progress. And
I'm gonna be honest, D. I felt for a moment to be like, well, they already got these right now. They just ain't telling nobody. I was waiting.
Don't get me started.
They had this as Reagan back in '82. That's how King. That's how Zamundans got here.
Zamundans.
Yeah, but the scale of technology, and again, like it was just not a good. Again, the beats are they are what they are. The whole dumb thing about turning the ships off to make Godzilla leave, like Godzilla just kept leaving Kong alive. He could have killed him like 4 different times.
To me, it wasn't a fight.
It wasn't.
It wasn't a fight.
They just kept they kept finding excuses for King Kong to survive. Like honestly, started in the beginning, like when they dropped the depth charges and Godzilla just let go. Godzilla tanked a nuclear bomb. But these depth charges knock him loose? It makes no sense.
Well, no, man, listen. The first scene when Kong, he took the tree and he started walking like an old man. I said, some BS finna happen. This is going to be some BS going down. And that's what it was, man. Like, I picked Kong going in, and I'm sorry. It was like watching Tyson.
Listen, that's fine if you thought that. And I very clearly you don't remember the last movie, so that's why you chose Kong.
You're talking about Skull Island, right?
Nope. Talk about King of the Monsters. When Godzilla beat the shit out of like 4 different Titans that were all stronger than King Kong.
Maybe I don't remember.
You don't remember,
but I do remember.
You know who King Ghidorah was. King Ghidorah, who is larger than King Kong, can fly, larger than Godzilla. He can fly. He has 3 heads that. Every time you rip one off, it just regenerates.
It's starting to come back to me.
Yeah, the alien fucking god that he came down, took control of all the Titans.
Come back to me.
Yeah, he beat Rodan, who is a fucking lava lizard, lava pterodactyl.
A living flying fireball.
But I do
miles across.
I do remember Skull Island, so that's why I went with Kong. Because that was the most.
Okay.
All right, so you had a little bias. No big deal.
Yeah.
Again, I think going into it, it didn't live with my expectation. I think they fell back on relying too much on like the people, like people doing shit for no reason.
Well, that's every movie.
And also the father, I don't understand why he reverted back.
Yeah.
Like again,
like he learned nothing from the
yeah, like I'm not saying like all praise the savior Godzilla, but blessed be his name. But like he just was like, nah, man, he attacked this place for no reason. Really, Apex Chemicals, the guy who walks around with the jacket on his shoulders, not wearing the sleeves, the guy who walks around looking and acting like a supervillain, the guy who looks like Lex Luthor with hair. This is what we're supposed to believe.
Hispanic Lex Luthor.
And it's.
To be fair though, I always think all the billionaires are bad guys.
Listen, no, he was 100%. He was 100.
About to blow up.
He was 100%.
Like people with no money can't be bad guys.
He was 100% billed as a bad guy. He was made to be the bad guy.
People with no money can't be bad guys. They got no money to be.
Money has nothing to do with whether or not you're a bad guy.
When you don't got money, you go to jail.
And here's the thing: realistically, besides that machine going haywire, what he was actually going to do was make the Mechagodzilla, and basically force a bunch of contracts with different countries to be their protector. He would use Mechagodzilla.
Cause a problem, and I'm gonna save you.
Well, again, not causing, because again, it was being controlled by that guy. They didn't realize that how strong King Ghidorah's brain or psychic waves were, and he would be able to take control of the Godzilla.
I gotta go back and watch the other Godzilla now.
Again, that's not a thing, right? You can't just like Bluetooth fucking energy signatures and be able to replicate it. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. So, do you recommend seeing this movie, D?
The movie? Do I recommend it? Oh, I thoroughly had a good time.
Do you recommend it, Ryan?
I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a fun movie.
I had a good time.
I still think that King of the Monsters was better, but it was definitely a good movie. I enjoyed it. I would recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Godzilla fan, watch it. Or sorry, if you're a King Kong fan, watch it. If you're a Godzilla fan, don't. Just don't.
I'd still watch it.
Why were his eyes were glowing the entire movie for no reason?
Yeah.
It was weird.
Godzilla was still the winner. Like
He was, but he kept like making dumb. He was the main actor. He was the main character in a horror movie. He kept making dumb mistakes. He just kept letting Kong live. And again, not that Kong should have died. He shouldn't have been. It was a misunderstanding. He's only going after Kong because he's another quote-unquote alpha. I guess. Sure.
That didn't make any sense for
No.
them to say in the
But
movie.
this is something that they wanted to wedge in there to be like, this is why they're going to fight.
I'm like, he's just another Titan. That's why
They
they're going
shouldn't
to
even
fight.
fought. That wasn't even no fight. That was
You
a
see
rape.
at the end of fucking King of the Monsters, all the other Titans came and bowed down to him and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so he doesn't immediately beat the shit out of them. Clearly there was some kind of a curious relationship between him and Mothra.
Well, and here's the thing. I think that here's what I think it is. I think it's because Kong has never left Skull Island, and because of that storm, he wasn't aware of Kong, and Godzilla, I have to assume, was probably there during the previous wars, so is aware of the Kongs and their weird temple in the middle of the earth with an axe made from their fucking plate.
One of their Why only one of their plates?
Whatever. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. But I absolutely, my favorite part, this is dumb as hell, when he fucking atomic breath to the center of the earth.
I didn't.
It was so
Godzilla
stupid and
King
great.
of the Monsters.
You what?
I didn't see Godzilla.
You were embarrassing me.
I
dude.
seen Godzilla.
Yeah, that movie was not.
It was not good. That was not good.
King of the Monsters was wonderful.
Yeah,
Kong
2014.
Skull Island was good. But
I gotta go see King of the Monsters.
King of Monsters. It's the best movie in the whole MonsterVerse.
the funny thing about it is, like, yes, he atomic breath to the center of the earth. I don't know how it works because, like, they already kind of they explained when they found the tunnel to the center of the earth, and they like needed a special craft to go there, and they didn't actually like it seemed like there was some sort of a barrier.
Well, and that's the thing. There's two problems. So they needed the ship. They needed the ship because
I gotta go to work.
because the gravity was going to crush them. But they, for no reason whatsoever, to visualize that, made it a portal.
Yeah.
So they had to go through a portal, even though Kong has no effect. It doesn't affect Kong at all. It makes zero sense. The portal was unnecessary. If they didn't have the portal, it would make a whole lot more sense. It makes it seem like there's like another dimension inside the Earth.
Yeah.
Which, for all intents and purposes, there probably was, because why was there sunlight in the middle of the Earth?
Why was there sunlight in the middle of the earth? That water was looking good. I want to go swim.
It's because they just needed Kong to be able to run around places and fight flying bat snakes.
That's neat.
Nothing they do makes sense, man. Just none of it. But anyway, so 2 out of 3 recommend it. I mean, it's free. If you have HBO Max, go for it. I mean, I wouldn't go to the theaters. I wouldn't rent it. No.
Oh, why?
It was so boring. I found it boring. Because I knew all the beats that were going to happen, and they kept creating scenes to let Kong live. They kept creating scenarios to let Kong live.
I agree.
So I just couldn't get into it because, again, like, it wasn't, okay, not to be hyperbolic, it wasn't realistic.
There wasn't enough realism in my movie about giant monkeys fighting atomic dinosaurs.
Listen, there were 3 different storylines going on, and 2 of them meant nothing. We're watching the podcast Conspiracy People.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. They're there just to show us that they have Titans that they're testing with Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
You have the scientists that are there just to show us the castle where the Kongs used to live.
Yeah.
Who the fuck built that? They made fucking stairs. They made steps. They made They did all the little engraving on this. Because again, before they get to like the main hall, there's like there's like There's decor there. There's decor that doesn't make sense.
They established in the King of the Monsters that there was some kind of humanoid race that worshipped the Titans, and like that's where Godzilla's like home/shrine was, and things like that. So I would imagine at some point in history there were humanoid people living in the Hollow Earth, and that they were creating temples to these gods.
Okay, and that comes up to another problem.
Yeah.
It's been described multiple times that the Titans came from a place of high radiation and energy activity.
Yeah.
How would there be humanoids living there?
They were humanoids that were resistant to high radiation,
And how would they have died? Because they were too. Because they were too radiated. The fuck.
Yes.
But the Kongs would have protected them because they were down for the cause. Like it didn't make sense.
Like, okay, you're looking at something that hasn't been explained yet, but could be explained. It's a mystery box.
Okay, JJ, explain it to me. Explain it to me.
So the thing.
I wear my glasses. I don't see so the lens flares don't distract me.
So the thing is that these people, they had immunity to radiation, and somehow they were protected by the Titans, but also not protected by the Titans. Just the idea of the mystery box. It just creates more mystery boxes. It just creates more questions.
Anyways, as I can tell you, I was actually bored. I was falling asleep while watching it.
I was definitely not bored. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I engaged with it. It's not gonna fucking win any awards or anything like that. I still think, again, King of the Monsters is a better movie. And I am staunchly in the camp of Team Godzilla. I think that, again, you and I have talked about this. There is no world in reality where this matchup is actually meaningful. There's no... This is, for lack of a better term, lack of a better association, it's the Batman versus Superman debate. Like, yeah, we have fun. We talk about, all right, well, if Batman had the kryptonite ring, blah, blah, blah. In reality, there's no world that Batman wins. He gets lasered from deep orbit by Superman every single time. Superman comes in and just from a mile out just obliterates Batman by moving at the speed of light. Same thing with this. Godzilla he's a radioactive dinosaur that can fire radioactivity in a concentrated beam out of anything he looks at. There's no world where a big monkey who's kind of agile wins this fight.
Well, and like I say, and even if you go with the argument of like, oh well, what if Batman like surprises Superman?
Yeah. How?
He doesn't see it coming. Again, assuming Superman knows no ill intent.
Yeah.
While it's unfair because Godzilla's had more movies, he's also had more movies to show he's insanely durable.
Yeah.
There's no damage. And even again, like the best shot he has when Godzilla comes swinging that axe on Godzilla's face, all it happens is they explode away from each other.
Yeah.
He has no physical damage.
Yeah. Cancel each other out.
That's it. He's taken on all these Titans with way more impressive abilities and survived. Granted, almost died in King of the Monsters, but survived fighting two Titans and an oxygen bomb, and still had the strength to swim down to the fucking place. And fucking the near Hollow Earth, not quite the Hollow Earth, but had the energy to swim down there and just start getting his energy back, and then took the nuclear bomb to regain his strength.
Yes.
But
Big Monkey.
Oh, cool! He can use sign language.
Yes.
It's cool, bro.
But Big
Cool.
Monkey.
Yeah, there's just zero explanation
He
for it.
uses tools. Atomic breath. This indestructible god dinosaur.
That is such a great fucking
Best
sound.
Fucking
Such a good fucking sound.
King of the Monsters. Best moment in King of the Monsters is when he's fighting Ghidorah right at the end, and he just starts just fucking blows you up. Honestly inspiring. Honestly inspiring. It's just that moment of just like building power, kablah! Just fucking obliterates two of his fucking heads. And at that point, he's not even doing anything. He's not even consciously doing anything. He's just that powerful. Like, the strength and radiation that he's exuding by existing is enough to just obliterate this alien god. Also,
we're going to assume that the scientists who went down to the Hollow Earth, they're going to die from radiation poisoning pretty soon, right? Yeah. Okay. Who also went out there with no helmets on. Cool, bro. Yeah. Not even any sanitizer. Gross. 6 feet, guys. 6 feet.
Socially distancing ain't gonna save you from that.
Although, wouldn't that be great if they go back like a year later and all the Titans are dead because of COVID-19? How meta?
Yes.
Much meta.
Much meta. Very wow.
How timely.
Such timely. Okay, so are we done?
I'm emotionally done, yeah. I'm good.
It was a good episode. I think we all had a lot of good fun today. You out there watching us on IGTV, none of you. Anybody else?
There was somebody at some point.
There was somebody at some point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't listen.
If you happen to be willing to put yourself through 2 hours of us sitting at a table and talking and drinking and just shooting the shit, thank you for watching our IGTV stream / the post. And for those of you who are listening on the podcasts, things, platforms, apparently other, we appreciate you as well. So we're going to wrap it up here. It's fun talk about Godzilla and various other things. Thoughts and prayers to DMX and his family. Earl Williams?
Simmons.
I don't know why I did that. Earl Simmons and his family. Man lived a hard life. Hopefully he's going to get the help that he needs, and maybe he'll pull through. If he doesn't, that's a shame. I know that people who go through that kind of trauma and are in that state don't always come through in good condition if they come through. So, thoughts and prayers, again. I know it's easy to joke about something like thoughts and prayers, and I've definitely been one of them, but at this point, it's all you can do. Anyways, not to end on a downer. I've got P. Breezy to my left.
So, check us out on all the socials.
All the socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check us out on Podbean. Check us out on Pandora. Check us out on Spotify.
Wherever you get your podcasts, we're there.
Wherever
Bet.
podcasts are sold.
If you find a place where we're not, I'll give you a free month of our OnlyFans.
Nice. OnlyFans. D has left us. He had to go to work, but on behalf of D, Easy, the live boy summer? Are we in summer? Anyways, I would like to say thank you. And I have been Ryan Beyond Line, and I'm saying thank you again. Can't thank you enough, because it's all about you, the fans. Which is why we're giving you our OnlyFans. Anyways, bye.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Bye.